Hi guys, Russ here from Wilson Land and Cattle Company. Today I'm at a good friend's house. We're setting bee traps and we're going to do a video on that. But he has this really neat setup at the end of his driveway here. To keep his dogs on his property and keeping the neighbor's dogs off his property, because the neighbor dogs like to come visit him. But I think this could be utilized as a cattle crossing as well.
Yeah.
Just make it a little bit wider, maybe set it up maybe a couple more inches higher, maybe put a couple more strands of polywire on it. And I think that this here would be make a great cattle crossing. And he's had this polywire. This is just polywire. He's got plastic 1.5 or 2 inch, I'm not sure which it is, 1.5 or 2 inch PVC pipe with an eye bolt through it, and then he has a piece of wire connecting them all together, and then he has pieces of polywire tied on to those eye bolts. And then if you come over here, he has springs on there, so whenever you run over that polywire, it just squishes down and then it comes back up. And he says it really works well, and I can see it working well. And that polywire has been on there since last fall, and this here's May, and it has hardly no wear at all on there. And prior to putting the springs on there, this polywire would start breaking down on them. So, you know, the polywire would last you a really long time. Man, this would be a great gate crossing. You can just unhook them there and pull them back if you need to plow your snow or whatever. That's a great idea. Another thing that I wanted to show you here, it's pretty neat, and this you don't see very often, and I don't remember what the name of this post setup is. Do you know?
Call it a Penn State or a knee brace.
Knee brace? Okay, Penn State or knee brace. I know the Kiwis use this a lot. Basically, he drove an 8-foot post into the ground, and then you can see here, he mortised the post out and put a brace post down to the ground, which this is not even in the ground. It's just resting on a 2x6 there. Treated. Yeah, you'd want treated. You'd be replacing it. And then basically all he has is a brace wire coming from the bottom of this post with a hole drilled through, 2 wires through with a gripple, and that's holding those posts in. It would make a great corner post, or a great we call them H braces, but that would be a great way of, and it looks nice. It really looks nice. So, you know, that's a different type of fencing setup, which is, you know, great ideas. Because you know, if I had to do it over, I'm not sure I'd do all those H braces. This here looks pretty nice, and I bet it'd be a lot faster once you got doing it.
If you have rocks, it's easier to get 1 post in than 2 posts.
That's yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you have really rocky soil, that's a great point, because sometimes it's tough getting 1 post in, let alone 2 posts. So, and I'm gonna assume this here's probably just as strong as an H brace or a corner brace, and these could be used as a corner too. Up here's an H brace. He's in a corner to show you the difference. This here's the traditional H brace, or traditional corner setup, and then here he has the knee brace coming off there, which is really sweet. And then he has the cutoff switch to cut the power to his cattle crossing or dog crossing. It's just something for you to think about there, guys. Okay, I'm gonna walk up here and look at your bird box.
That fence is on there.
That's all right. I'm used to getting shocked. These plastic, yeah. These are neat little flags that he has on his fence to help the animals. For horses, this would be ideal to keep them from going through the fence. And then this is the Greg Judy-style bird box. Yeah. Cup plant.
Yeah.
He's got some cup plant growing in his field. Did you? That looks like a mouse nest to me. Flying squirrel. Walker was cleaning ours out, and ours he opened from the front. He flipped it open, and a flying squirrel landed right there. Scared the hell out of him. Okay, Tim has a different type of bluebird or birdhouse than what we have on our farm. You've seen those videos, and this here's the Greg Judy-style birdhouse, and he's making this out of a 1x6. I guess it's 6 inches deep and 4 inches wide, and then the side here, you just stick a nail down in it to keep the door shut. So whenever you're cleaning them out, unlike mine, you got to remove a screw. These ones here, you just pull a nail out and flip it up and clean them out. It'd be really quick compared to what we have on our birdhouses, and we may go ahead and switch them over, because ours you open from the front and you got to take a screw out right here, and it'd be pretty easy just to drill a hole down in there and just stick a nail down in. This here's the Greg Judy-style birdhouse. You know, it's another option. There's like thousands and thousands of different plans out there. They all work, they all do the job, so that's all that matters. And we're up in the top part of Tim's field here, and he has a mix that he planted 2 years ago, I believe. 2 or 3 years ago. Similar to my native pasture mix that we get from Ernst Conservation Seeds. And it's still early yet. Some of them are a little slow coming, and that's just the way it is in this mix, except for like the cup plant. Here's the cup plant here. It's growing, and another, I don't know, another 10 days it will be up about this high, I suppose, and it would be grazable. Cup plant's really tough. It's a great forage. This here is, I believe, it's wild bergamot. This here's a little patch of wild bergamot started. You can see here's some of the native grasses that he has started. I'm gonna assume that this is probably switchgrass. It looks almost like Indian and switchgrass. Yeah, it's Indian or switchgrass. It's here, and you can see where they aren't even starting to wake up yet. I mean, we're way behind schedule this year. You know, here's some native warm seasons. Some more cup plant there. Here's a really nice patch of wild bergamot. Where was that mint? Oh, here's one. And I'm not sure. That might be one of the tick trefoils.
Yeah, there's some of that.
I think that might be a tick trefoil coming there. Some of them are a little bit hard to identify. I seen some New England asters. This here, you know, it kind of looks dead right now, but that's just the nature of the beast when it comes to the annual or the native plants. They come on whenever it really starts getting hot out. Say it gets 80 degrees, this year will start and explode and just do extremely well. So, you know, this is a definite option for you down the road. Aha. Oh no, that's not the tree swallow. I seen a white belly. I thought you had a tree swallow with him. He's got about 35 boxes out. Lots of cup plant coming in here. Mm-hmm. That might be goldenrod. Yeah. That might be goldenrod there. Tim's the guy that got me started. rotationally grazing. Back in 2011 it was when I first met him, and we took it from there. We've been friends ever since.
And I got to learn all the stuff that you found out.
yeah. Tim was kind of light years ahead of everybody else. He was a grazing specialist for the NRCS for a number of years. He's been on a lot of farms, seen a lot of things, so he had a lot of great ideas. And it was very, very beneficial to me because I knew what I was doing wasn't good enough and it wasn't going to be profitable, so I went from there. Well, we're going to check this out. Now, why the funky slot, Tim?
Must be something that was in the plans the last that I got.
Okay.
Nothing in there.
Doesn't, well, maybe a wren or something starting in there. He's got a different type opening here for the birds to get in and out. And this here also is the Greg Judy-style bird box. I think if it were me and I was going to do it differently, I would cut the top of this off here and slide this board back to help keep rain from running in the back part of the bird box. Now, if you're going to put these on a tree or something, you almost need that little lip on the top to screw it to a tree. But if you're putting them on fence posts like we do, I think I would cut the top of this off a little bit shorter and slide this top back or make it an inch longer. Okay guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you would, please subscribe, like, comment, share with a friend, hit that notification bell. If you'd like to donate to the channel, there's a link in the description below, and we'll see you on the next video.